guys, it's Miss Kathy here. I have an amazing story to tell you about, and it fits in with everything we've been talking about. It just amazes me. Every day I see something about shining bright, and I see something about staying calm and making good decisions and things like that. All that stuff that we're learning about. So this is about an amazing superpower that God has and gave it to Jesus, and Jesus wanted to share it with one of his disciples. Guess what it is? Walking on the water. So how it all started, though, is after Jesus had fed the 5,000 with 2 loaves and 3 fish. I'm pretty sure that's the amount of everything. 5,000 people, and they had leftovers. Another superpower. So Jesus was very tired after talking to all the people, because there were 5,000 people, a lot of people. So he wanted to go off just by himself and take a little break. So he sent the disciples across. He was going to meet them on the other side of the Sea of Galilee, which is a very, very big lake, huge lake. And it has mountains on either side. So it's known for having terrible storms that just come up out of nowhere. Winds, high winds and waves and all this stuff. So the disciples said, okay, Jesus, we'll see you over on the other side. So they get in the boat. They're going across, and of course, a huge storm starts blowing them all over the place in the boat. Oh, they're trying not to get seasick. The waves are so big. But all of a sudden, they're looking like, what? It's Jesus coming to them, walking on the water. It was amazing. They're all like, is that really him? Is it a ghost? Are we just making this up? It's like, rubbing their eyes like, am I really seeing this? And sure enough, Jesus came, and Peter goes, Jesus, can I do that too? And Jesus said, yes. He reached out his hand to him and said, take my hand. So Peter took his hand. He got out of the boat. He was walking on the water. But then, you know what happened? He looked around at the waves. He looked around at the wind. He got scared. He was like, oh, this isn't going to work. He was thinking with his don't doula, right? That part of the brain that just thinks emotion-wise, doesn't really think with the super cortex, right? So he starts sinking, and as he's sinking, he's even getting more and more scared. So Jesus reached out his hand again, pulled him up, and said, "O ye of little faith." That means, why do you not believe me when I tell you you can walk on the water? You should have not taken your eyes off of me. You should not have looked at those waves and said, these waves are more powerful than Jesus. This wind is more powerful than Jesus. And he didn't have any faith. He didn't take from his don't doula, put it in his super cortex, and look at Jesus and said, isn't this amazing, Jesus? Look at what we're doing together. So, of course, we might never walk on water, but there are going to be times in our lives when something is going to happen that scares us, right? It happens every day to some of us, right? We're going to think we can't do something, that it's impossible. Nope. Jesus says, I can help you do what seems to be impossible. Keep your eyes, right? You do this. Keep your eyes on me. That's what Jesus is saying. Keep your eyes on me. Realize, don't look at your problem. You keep looking at your problem, what's making you scared and everything else, you're going to stay in your don't doula. But do put it here. And remember that there was a part way back in the beginning, one of the first God Magushes, believe. I believe, right? So we want to take it from our don't doula when we're going, oh, I'm scared. Take it from there and put it in your super cortex. And then we have the victory because God will help us, right? Everything we've been learning. But this is in the Bible. It's an amazing story. And there were eyewitnesses. So we know it's true. And I've been really working hard to take my don't doula, let go and put it here. And I've been having a great week. Amazing things have been happening because I'm letting go of that don't and doing it to my do, putting it to my do, and keeping my eyes on Jesus, keeping my eyes on, so I can't really see him right, but in my mind, I am looking at Jesus. I could look up at the sky if I want to and think that that's where Jesus is and say, I'm believing you. I'm going to keep on doing this thing that seems impossible. I am not going to sink in those waves. I am going to overcome them with your help. So I think that's amazing. And it helps you to stay calm. It helps you to use your don't doula instead of to not use your don't doula so you can do what you should be doing. All right? I hope that makes sense to you. I know it's like a big thing to think about, but I think if you can just remember, don't stay here. This is a don't. Don't stay in that part of your brain. Do go to this part of your brain where you can put it in your heart and give it to God and work together. Isn't that amazing? You can work together with the God who created everything in the world. We can work with him. I love that. And I've been trying my hardest every day to do that and not hit a wall and say, I can't. Right? No whining, no complaining. That reminds me, do everything without complaining. Do everything without arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God, without complaining. I don't want to. Without arguing, that's mine. Don't do that. Do everything without complaining. Do everything without complaining. Do everything without arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God. Children of God. Come on, God. Children of God. He helped me. I got a tickle in my throat. And I was like, oh no. Am I going to be able to? And I looked at the waves. And you heard me say it. Oh no, God, help me. And he did. He helped me finish the song. Should we do it one more time? Let's do it one more time. Because I can. Do everything without complaining. Do everything without arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God, without complaining. I don't want to. Without arguing, that's mine. Don't do that. Do everything. Do everything without complaining. Do everything without arguing, so that you may become blameless and pure, children of God, children of God. Let's finish strong, children of God. It is so much fun. Thank you for letting me come into your lives in this way, because I just want you to know, every time I think of Jesus, my life lifts up and I'm just so happy. So, love you. Bye.